Welcome to this video where Scott, Wes, and I are all going to be reacting to code and tech things in movies. So producer Randy put together a bunch of clips for us to react to, and some of it might be accurate, some of it might be way off, but I'm excited to see what he's cooked up for us.
All right, first one we have here, Jurassic Park, which I have never seen.
You've never seen Jurassic Park?
There's no way.
What?
Okay, what do we got here? It's a Unix system.
Yeah, well, that's what
Old
she's about to
CRT.
say. It's a classic clip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Unix system. I know this. It's all the files of the whole park. It tells you everything.
So this is fun. It's like a GUI representation of the file. So like instead of like a tree view of the files, it's like the files are each like a building in like a 3D world. So that's
Is that
funny.
actually a thing, or is this just for the movie?
So, Wes, let me tell you, this is actually a real interface. In fact, it is from Silicon Graphics, and it was FSN, and they call it Fusion, but it's like a visual organizer of like a file system that actually existed. And it is funny because you think about like UIs like this and you'd wonder if that would ever be like a thing that made sense, but ultimately it just makes more sense to put things on a grid, just in a flat grid,
Or
right?
like a tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
This clip is classic though. Like every time I see a prompt somewhere or like a computer that's crashed in public, I whisper this like, it's a Unix system. I know this. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know the amount of times that people have probably tried to throw that quote at me as a joke, and I would have been like, yep,
Yeah.
that's Unix.
You got it? Yes!
Honestly, this UI is a awesome.
It slaps.
It
slaps,
yeah.
It's great.
We don't know how to make UIs like this anymore.
No,
We've lost
we have
that
forgotten.
ability.
Although
Yes.
this vertical, you can use the text direction for this type of thing. Fast and Furious 8.
I've lost track of which ones I've seen.
I've not seen any Fast and Furious, although I feel like I should.
I want every chip with a zero-day exploit in a 2-mile radius around the...
Yeah, so every chip with a 0-day exploit within a radius. So find all the vulnerable computers within a given section of the city. That's reasonable.
Yeah.
There's over 1,000 of them.
Hack 'em all.
Hack 'em all.
Hack 'em all. Okay.
Hack 'em all.
Just type in hack 'em all.
If it's a 0-day and the internet connected, then they're technically hackable, I guess.
Yeah.
You could script
that's
it.
True. Well, look at this UI right here. These corners, we need to bring back these corners as well.
It's Evangelion coded, and I love that.
Yeah. Oh, we're hacking cars here. Okay.
Auto
Nice.
drive activated. Yeah, that UI, that hilarious like glitchy in UI, and then it going to like the terminal or whatever for a second.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
It's funny. It's like you have to depict it in that way in a movie because like laymen are not going to be entertained. Like in the real
Yeah.
world, your screen would like just blink once and you're hacked.
Or just turn
like-
on like normal, or
Yeah. Or the hacker isn't going to have all this weird like cyberpunk UI. It's just going to be a terminal with commands, but it's
Yeah.
still fun to look at.
A real hacker would not want the UI to show anything.
right.
You know, you don't
It's
want
just-
people to know what's
Just want
up.
the car to drive. Yeah.
It's zombie time.
Oh. Well, this is unrealistic.
It's also excessive. I think if I was the developer on this project, I would be like, you don't need
Yeah.
all those visuals. Like, I would
Yeah.
just say successful. Like,
You don't need to. We don't
How
need to see
many
a
gigs?
schema.
How many gigs of GLB files have been downloaded to like render out every popular make and model of vehicle so they can
Oh, yeah.
take the tires off?
yeah, exactly. But there actually is a kit you can buy. So there's a company called Comma AI.
Yeah.
And there's lots of cars that support that. And the Prius is one of them. I don't know if this is the year that it
Interesting.
supports it. But
Yeah, I was looking into that. The George Hotz, he's the guy that initially hacked
Yeah.
the PlayStation
Yeah.
and the iPhone. That's it. For $1,000, you can turn your like most modern Hyundai, Toyotas into self-driving.
Interesting.
Next one, we got CSI Cyber.
Hardware's clean. I'm bagging it for evidence. Didn't bear any fruit.
Well, all I got is green code here. The first 5 devices are clean.
Green
Now,
code.
Mom's comes back the same way. We struck out.
I got green code. I'm gonna start saying that.
There's malware.
Oh, red code.
red code. Red code.
Uh-oh. Malware. It's a red code is malware?
It's nonsense is what it is. Like when do you have a program where every now and then one of the statements is bad. Like,
And that's
not a real thing. What's funny is I think this show does a lot of this because it's CSI Cyber. I bet it's just filled with
crazy
just
stuff.
nonsense like this. Yeah, like this is nonsense. It's fun. I feel like the graphics team had a lot of fun with that one. But
yeah. Oh, look at this for loop though. Hey, Scott, you would love this. Every time we do a loop in one of our coding competitions, you reach for this.
But look, there's a dash greater than on the end. That's not, I don't know what language that would be valid syntax.
That's in like PHP for accessing like properties, isn't it?
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so group info dot get property. This next one's from The Matrix.
Oh, I hope it's got the twin dreadlock guys.
Yeah, okay. SSH IP address -L would be the user you're logging on. This could be a system where maybe -L is correct, but that looks like a valid command.
We got a root password in here.
Nmap run completed. What's Nmap?
It scans computers to see potentially what ports are open.
Oh, so like a port scanner?
Yeah, so you can give it a range of IP addresses, and then each one it'll figure out what ports are open.
Oh, I've used that before. The GUI in the terminal. This is way before its time.
Yeah, I thought that was funny that the typing the password like prompts a little GUI window, like a terminal GUI window.
I don't know what they're doing, but they only got 2 minutes left.
Have you ever typed with gloves on?
Yes.
It's hacking time.
So it seems like this SSH nuke is based on a real exploit. Back in 1998, there was an SSH protocol was fundamentally flawed. It was possible to inject ciphertext. So a CRC32 checksum was added in order to detect this attack. The vulnerability was listed in a mailing list, and the Matrix was filmed in 2001. So it looks like they just used a real exploit.
Yeah, they had a good technical advisor on set because
I'm sure
they could have made it look like the cyber show, but they used legit commands. That's cool.
We're going to start with an
Snowden
aptitude test. Each of you is going to build a covert communications network in your home city.
You got Nmap again, untarring a database dump.
They're restoring a backup, I think, is that would do. So like it would take the SQL and restore it to a dump and then maybe run that file against the database. At some point,
I've forgotten all of my tar memorization. I used to have like nice little mnemonics for all that stuff.
Hold on, what files does he have here? Public keys. Public keys in the same directory as the PHP executable.
He's got a couple versions of PHP.
What a mess.
What are those extensions, like the numbers? I'm not familiar with that output.
Right here, that's probably a number of like bits or bytes.
They're all the same.
This is just an LS, you think?
No, you're right.
They got to be some kind of identifier.
No, they're
right?
incremental. And like you got to think at a certain point that these scripts are easier to simply just like make work properly than to have to try and recreate how the terminal works, you know?
Yeah,
These are just
exactly.
LS-L. And the streaming in line by line, was that a thing back then?
I think if you lower the refresh rate, or yes, if it's a remote machine, it's possible you're only going to see it like line by line.
Yeah.
But he is root at localhost, so usually it's an instant output. I think that's for effect.
NCIS.
I'm getting hacked.
Way.
I'm getting hacked. What do we got here? PDF viewer?
This is not worth examining because it's complete and utter nonsense. You'll see in a second.
We'll isolate the node and dump them on the other side of the router.
I'm trying. It's moving too fast.
Oh, wow. Through the screen.
Yeah, 2 hands on keyboard.
Oh, yeah.
Use my connection to the Infos database. Sever it.
I can't.
Is that a video game?
No, Tony, we're getting hacked.
They get in Abby's computer, the entire NCIS network.
Tony, get your sandwich out of here, man. Nobody wants it.
I've never seen code like this.
I don't think any of us has seen code like this.
No.
It's honestly impressive how they came up with this stuff. Like, where do you find something that looks like vaguely like code, but like doesn't really even work?
My favorite, general trope that we've seen here is when like something's going wrong and like visually it's getting distorted, like bent, like like melting.
Italian job. That's a sick interface. I would love my VS Code to look like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The first two are the same, so...
Wait, what's he doing there?
He's measuring the suspension and how, like, which car has the money in it or whatever, because that one's going to be lower because it's heavier.
Yeah.
So he's checking to
smart.
see. Yeah, that is very smart.
Great.
What do they got? Like React router, file-based routing here?
No, this is way pre-React. This movie came out before React existed.
Traffic systems are really interesting. I watched a couple videos on how traffic systems work, and it's so much equipment. And I'm just like looking there. I'm like, all of that could probably be replaced with like a Raspberry Pi. But the amount of like fail safes and whatnot in order to make traffic systems work and make sure people don't crash is very important. Silicon Valley, this is the very first one I've actually seen.
No way.
Many times over. This is one of my favorite shows ever.
I thought you were saying, okay.
It makes me nuts. Everybody likes that stupid show Big Bang Theory. And I was like, that's not what nerds are like. And this is actually what nerds are like, which is hilarious. If you've never been to San Francisco, it is very much like this. There's very little exaggeration.
Speaking of which, did you write that?
What do we got here?
Yeah, let's figure out what's wrong with it. I think like inside the while loop is just like order n squared. So like get the index of an item to check if it's equal.
I don't even know. That is a hell of a thing to parse.
And sorted list size is greater than plus index?
You want a brute force search in a sorted list?
Well, look, guys, it was my first day, and...
Oh, a brute force search on a sorted list.
I was nervous, and I was hurrying, so...
Really? That's why you decided to write the slowest subroutine in history?
Anyone could have made that mistake.
Yeah, it's true. In fact, I could ask for a show of hands, but instead of doing that, I'll just, could you have made that mistake? Could you have made that mistake? Could you have made that mistake? Could you have made that mistake?
The joke is that he's doing a brute force search of the room.
Yeah, I know.
That is extremely funny.
It's good writing because they explain it. They explain it for non-tech people.
Another Silicon Valley, good.
Richard, I'm aware the drone dispatching code has been deleted, and I'm working very hard to restore the right version.
Whoa. Drone code? Gabe just told me that the ticketing module got deleted.
Ticketing too?
So that's Sublime Text on these things right here with the default thing.
The classic
default.
default.
I can eyeball that anywhere.
Based on the amount of work left to do and the number of hours left before the festival, I decided...
It looks like he's got like a markdown preview right here.
Yeah,
you know,
that's definitely markdown and markdown preview.
And previewing it in real time.
Absolutely.
I decided to task Son of Anton to use machine learning to debug some of our code.
What? Are you fucking kidding me? You gave your AI permission to overwrite code in the internal file system? Or are you going to tell me about this?
No.
This is so far ahead of its time. Like, what? Well, not so far, but like this came out like either 2019 or before 2019, and ChatGPT didn't come out until like 2021 or 2022.
I mean, people were using machine learning, but not like giving it access to your file system. You know, it's
like
reasonable to think that could happen, but like, yeah.
That's so accurate and so before its time, like unbelievably before its time. They're not dropping an Ethernet cable, are they?
They know it.
No.
They are. Yeah, that's so funny.
The most believable part of that was the fact that you needed a dongle to plug an Ethernet cable into a modern laptop.
Exactly. Okay, Mr. Robot, my favorite show. He just ran an apt-get update on an Ubuntu system.
Yeah.
To install updates. Yep.
Very believable.
16 packages.
The only unbelievable part is it didn't say apt-get no command found. You have to install that first.
Well, he's on Linux.
What's this?
Okay, this is Ruby specifically. It's code for a known Metasploit module, likely exploiting a vulnerability in the Knox browser Android. So it's an Android browser that it's exploiting. So this is Ruby.
Oh, I appreciate that they're using real exploits.
So Metasploit is like a whole suite where like it catalogs all of the CVEs and then provides like payloads so you can test out one of these exploits.
Oh, look at this. term. Yeah.
Kali Linux.
Oh, that's
Kali
IRC.
Linux?
He's in IRC.
Oh, yeah. I've been kicked out of a lot of IRC rooms.
Step 1. Identify the target and its flaws. There are always flaws. I learned that.
Hold on. I just found something very believable. Look at the greasy
Smudge,
Cheeto
yep.
fingers
Oh,
on
yeah.
here. That's
what attention to detail.
taking the PC case side off a million times. The only unbelievable part about this is that the PC case is not just left open.
Yeah.
My first hack, the local library, a vulnerable FTP
Vim?
server.
Vim or V, yeah.
Very believable.
A far cry from the Android 0 days I'm using to own the FBI standard issue smartphone.
Yeah, so that must be the exploit he popped up specifically for Android, yeah.
The library was a test to see if I could even get into the system. I've since set greater goals. For instance, step 2, build malware and prepare an attack. At my fingertips, the 0 days wrapped in code like a
Bro needs some autocomplete.
an exploit. The programmatic
This is
expression of my will.
This is your brain on Vim without any extra settings.
I live for this shit.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Wow, folks, from the silver screen to your screen, what an evening that was. I don't know about you. I've seen every single clip in this episode except for the NCIS, Scorpion, those kind of ones, but it's always lovely to take a little pause when you have some tech and see if it's real, fake, whatever. I hope you enjoyed this. It's so funny to know what Wes hasn't seen and has seen, so thank you so much for joining us.